What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Today, an exciting battle in the NFC between the visiting team and our home team. Well, this weather is not cooperating as we're set to go. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway. Making some progress here. Races past midfield. And a huge effort sets up his offense in a great spot on the opposite side of the field.
There's one less thing now this offense got to worry about, silencing the home crowd early. That return, well, it already did that. The fever pitch we began with, Kate's quieted to a dull murmur following a tremendous return by the squad.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him to... Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Kate, we're one snap in, and already this defense has potentially killed this opening drive. And remember how valuable every possession is in the NFL. Talk about setting an immediate tone by this defense.
Back to throw now. He hits him downfield. This is Miller. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. All right, already seen how the rain can affect a game, and we might see it influence the offensive game plans for both of these teams moving forward. I know you played in a lot of this in your day, Brock.
Yeah, and you know what's funny, Kate, is a lot of times we talk about the grip, right? That's a natural thing with the gloves, with the quarterback. But it can also be vision. That rain, when it's coming down like this, can really make it tough to see.
He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. First down play, that's in 5. It's going to be second and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They're going play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Looking to throw here. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down. And we talked about it earlier. Brought a losing streak into the building with him. That is not a good start towards breaking that streak as they go 3 and out.
No, you want to bust that narrative. And the best way to do that is to start fast. And, well, once again, they're not.
And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
First down and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First down now. Ball at the 33. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's going to be second down. Let's go. Give to Williams from the gun. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? We'll air it out on 3rd. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. He will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. So first down from the 41.
41-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple.
4-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing it on second down. Looking right, and he finds it. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
It's 3rd
Hey, I know it's
9.
tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Hits his running back. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Right up the gut. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
He's tackled at the 32-yard
Hey, that's a run
line.
that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he'll pick up enough to move the
Gain
chains.
of 9 yards.
Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
1st and
You
10 at
never
the
go broke
23-yard
taking a
line.
profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. No, I'm hungry. Gets to space right side. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time he was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
So that's one quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More of the NFL on EA Sports right after this. Time to begin the second quarter, and we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. They'll only need a few inches here on third down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game.
Results
And that brings up 4th and short.
Here we go, set.
He's gonna try to throw for it. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Result of the play.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
We had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
From the contact.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It's going to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Has him on the quick hitter. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Complete.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, it feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run, crossing that first down marker.
So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
On third down, here's Williams. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And they're going to have a first down now.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
They go play action on first down. Has his man. That's their rookie from Penn State. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's a gain of
2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Back to 60. Back to 60. 18. High here. Go.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. You have that call you had ready, though? Recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Buffalo 18.
First down, play action. We are still scoreless in this one as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stay with us, more of the NFL on EA Sports coming up. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Let's go. No.
Straight ahead with Williams. He's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to it, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
So a pass brought in. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Williams now on 1st and 10. He makes it in for the touchdown. These guys get some late points and the lead.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards. But the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
This one is up and good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. This return starts at the 5.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready. 19.
Carrying it out to start this drive. Completed to his running back. And this gets him well away from danger as he is up past their 20. Working quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Incomplete.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Takes the 2nd down snap. Runs him over the middle. And rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
A gain of 11.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout, so that's their first. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
Track him 60. Scoop.
Looking in the air here. Finds a man right side. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45.
17 yards.
The big play nets him 17 yards.
First down.
And that gives him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that is good for a first down. Sticking to the air here. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here we go.
Back to the air they go on second down. That one's complete right side. And he's tackled for a short gain. Timeout taken by the offense. Their second. Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6.
Let's go now.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. That's caught for the first. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck.
And a first down. First and
Now
10
just before
at
the break, a
20-yard
timeout
line.
taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. He's got to drive this 37 yards down the middle. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt.
The score.
So we're through 2 quarters
7.
now. Still a half of football to be played.
3.
We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Teams are back out on the field. Everyone is set, and the second half is underway. Fielded at the 7. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard
Offense showing
line.
trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
And incomplete.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He picks up 15 on the play.
First and 10
And that gives him the first.
44-yard line.
Let's go. Ready?
Throwing off the play fake. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. They get 35 out of that play. And that's going to bring up first down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Brought in right side. And he will take this in. Touchdown. These guys take the lead right away in half number 2. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point set in through the rain. And these guys push their lead to 3.
Home team 10. Visitors 7.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Has this at the 6. Things going well so far. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops.
First down and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 72.
Now they send them back in motion right. Back to throw on 1st and 10. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And they finally drag him down, but not until after a very nice return.
They'll take over first
All
and
right,
10.
working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Line.
Here we go. Set. Go.
Throwing from the gun here. Caught by his back. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
To number 20.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
And the first down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Pass play on 1st and goal. To the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up 2nd and goal. on first down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on second and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
All right, so defensively you've seen 2 throws now. You turn both of them away. It seems fairly likely you have another one coming up here on third and goal.
It does, and I think defensively, now you've really got to protect against the QB extending the play. Right after a couple incompletions, Kate, you know as a quarterback, if it's not there right away, I better be creative to try to find 6.
So a bit stubborn there, Brock. They just kept throwing for it after pass fell incomplete. Now they've got 4th and goal.
Yeah, and you and I both know what's going to happen when these O-linemen run off the sidelines, the big fellas. They're not going to be too happy about not putting one run on the board.
No, sir. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. These guys make them pay for turning it over. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. And the kick is no good. The snap is off the mark, and that leads to a miss hit on the point after. You know, probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit. He's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And the throw falls to the deck. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Here's the snap on 4th. And it's incomplete, so that's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. Yep, already got the stop and the turnover on downs, so they're just going to decline that penalty. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Setting up to throw. Hits him on the out route. Has some room to work. And he is in. Touchdown.
And every year, it's kind of like the Baskin-Robbins of tight ends. You get all sorts of different flavors. You get inline blockers. You get guys that can run around. You got guys that can do a little bit of everything. And then you get a game changer. And this guy's a game changer.
The
extra point is up, and it is good. And his guys take a 16-point lead. Following a touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Return starts at the 9. Showing a little burst so far. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Intended for number 83.
Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And now they face 2nd down. Up the gut they go with Williams. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm not going to be surprised if allocated we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer. Extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
They're going for this. He drops it. Another pick slips through their hands, but this time, Brock, they're still getting the football off the turnover on downs. They've got first down here from the 36. Now he'll throw off the play fake. It's his running back. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Working inside the red zone. And he's got his man. Touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two given the size of this lead. So now after his second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. Return coming from the 6. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Come out throwing. Couldn't find a completion on first down. This one misses the tight end. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Draw play. This is Williams. Nothing doing on the draw block. That's going to send him backwards ahead of third down.